A man who does not like the mask policy at a gas station leaves the gas station, comes back and kills the cashier over the mask mandate. I kid you not. This happened in Germany. German politicians expressed shock on Tuesday over the killing of a 20-year-old gas station worker after an argument about a face mask, and said that coronavirus deniers who are willing to use violence will not be tolerated. The killing was on Saturday evening. Now, the politicians are having the same issue in Germany as we are having in America. Massive misinformation, extreme ideological radicalization. All of that is happening, even though it is a minority of the sentiment, just like in America. These individuals represent a minority of the sentiment, not a majority. They're just loud. And now somebody is dead. Now, understand the extreme evil and irony here. This guy goes to a gas station to buy beer. He is told there is a mask protocol at this establishment, well within the statutory rights of that store. He leaves, gets a mask, comes back, and then kills the cashier, according to the allegation. Prosecutors have said that the gas station cashier had asked a 49-year-old man who wanted to buy beer to comply with the rules and put on a mask. The customer refused and left, but returned later wearing a mask, which he pulled down when he approached the cashier, who again referred to the rules. What? You get a mask, you pull it down just to commit murder. So you don't have a problem with the mask. What's your issue here? Let me remind everyone, there is something significantly tribal and evil about how this debate has evolved. We're talking about masks, okay? Stores have implemented policies forever. No shoes, no shirt, no service. People have been denied access because of certain attire. Maybe language on the clothing inappropriate. They didn't have shoes on. Maybe they did not have a shirt. Store manager, store owner says you can't enter here or you have to leave. They enforce it. You ever heard of anybody coming back to kill the cashier over it? No. No. This is different. Then the perpetrator pulled a revolver and shot the cashier in the head from the front. The victim fell to the floor and was immediately dead, according to the prosecutor. The suspect later gave himself up to a police station, saying the coronavirus measures were causing him stress, said Furman, who's the prosecutor. That person is being detained. Germany has different privacy laws. Because of those privacy laws, we do not know the names of each person involved. As soon as that comes, we will update the story. David, what are your thoughts here, brother?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, I mean, it's proof that there are crazy, insane psychopaths around the world, not just in the United States, but they are all over, and that there are people who will use something like the mask mandate or the mask requirements to essentially go crazy. The difference, though, and I give some credit to the Germans, there is such an effort since this incident happened to try to understand, well, how did this guy fall through the cracks in terms of his mental illness? They're doing the kind of review, the kind of analysis that we only wish would happen here in the United States, that we had those same resources to try to figure out why do people fall through the cracks emotionally and mentally. And the other part is they're also doing an investigation to try to determine, how did he get this gun? It's much more difficult to get a revolver in Germany than it is in the United States. And there's a very aggressive effort to find out, where did this guy buy the gun? Where did he get the ammunition? What can we do to try to keep this from happening again? The sort of after action steps that are often missing here in the United States. But again, I mean, this whole issue of masks has brought out the worst in so many people who think that, oh my God, how can a mask be more difficult than you're taking somebody's life over a mask? And obviously that's not it. He's taking somebody's life because he's crazy and he's gone nuts. But it's so heart-wrenching on so many levels.
Yeah, and they continue to spout this doctrine of, well, this is about choice and freedom. Well, you just took the choice and freedom of life away from an entire person. And there are some who are applauding the actions of this particular individual. Listen, we're not far from it in America. We have people showing up at school board meetings, fighting, elected officials, other parents. We have health directors being threatened, run off the road. Not too far away from what just happened in Germany.